Alright, this is my wiki. This is the home screen. I just titled it My Classroom. It has a few different things about my classes, my contact info, and then just some of the generic stuff with the school. I want to preface this by saying that I did have some trouble with this due to some of the restrictions at our school. I was only able to do, there were some things I was not able to do on the internet. It wouldn't let me just because of restrictions. But I got most of it. So anyway, this is my home screen. Um, and from here you'll see this is just a picture of the high school. Um, Over here on the right, I have some featured content, um, a link to my classes, my contact info, our school website's homepage. Then this link goes to the YouTube channel that our multimedia class put together. It has that's where they put all of the announcements, all of the news that they create. They put highlights from football games, basketball games, any sporting event. It just mainly anything that's going on with the school. They'll link onto that YouTube channel. This is a link to the YouTube channel that I have for this class. I included all the ones that we've posted on our discussions, and as well as a few new things that I've put on for this wiki. The feature content has some of the videos I've added. For instance, this is one I'll show in a little bit. It's a video that myself and a couple other teachers put together for internet safety. This is a video that the multimedia class put together, and it was of an assignment for English. All the students had to do poetry, create their own poetry, and so this is one of them performing their poetry in front of the classes. And then just a couple of the newscasts that the school has put together. Over here is where I'll have the new member spotlight. As of right now, I'm the only member. I haven't sent out the invites yet. And then some recent site activity will be showing up over there. And so for these links, first I'll just go to my classes. Um, and this is a link where you kind of get a brief overview of the classes that I have. I teach three separate classes at the high school. Um, Personal computer applications, that is a freshman level class. All freshmen take it. Sometimes we'll have some sophomores, juniors in there, just depending on if they're a transfer or not. But it's a class that is required in our curriculum, so everyone has to take it. Intro to Business is one that I teach. It is for sophomores through seniors. Oh, by the way, the computer applications class, I have three different sections that. Then Intro to Business, I have two sections that it is a class for sophomores through seniors. It focuses on personal financial skills, mainly the things that they're going to need to know for everyday life, how to budget, how to manage their money, what to look for in loans, what are good interest rates, things like that. My last class is entrepreneurship, and that's a class where my class runs a business. That's once again for grades 10 through 12. We run the school business. It's called the Bulldog Shop, and what we have to do is we design, purchase, market, and then sell different school-related products, whether it's T-shirts, seat cushions, cups, um, necklaces, tattoos, all kinds of different stuff. I'm trying to think of all of them off the top of my head, and I'm having a little bit of trouble. Anyway, so I'll just go ahead and I'll click on the personal computer applications. It'll take you to the website for that particular class, or for the page to that class, and then it talks more in depth about each class. So first off is the personal computer applications. Uh, has four major units of study. Each one lasts 9 weeks or 1 quarter. First one is word processing, and you'll see the picture of one of my students working on Microsoft Word. Um, we do Microsoft Word and Pages. Since we have iPads now, we spend 4.5 weeks with each one. 4.5 weeks in Microsoft Word, 4.5 weeks in Pages, and so that way they're familiar with both. Next is presentations. We learn different presentation software, and then the students have to get in front of the class and present. And I do that for a couple different reasons. For one, it's always nice to get them in front of the class to present. Also, it's a little bit, to be honest, it's a little bit easier for me to grade it when I'm seeing them do it as opposed to going through each thing by myself. But I also like to get them in front of the class to get them used to speaking in front of people and try to get them to open up a little bit. Unfortunately, I couldn't link any of the presentations that they've done because we did Prezi and Keynote, and Prezi I don't have their logins, and I need that. And Keynote I couldn't put it on here since I was working on a PC, and that's done in an Apple software. Photoshop. This is the first unit we do in the second semester, and what we do is we just take a bunch of different pictures, and we edit them, we crop them out, we do all kinds of neat assignments with them. Um, I have down here a before and after of one of the assignments that we did. Now this is the one I did of me, and then they kind of followed along. So I have them all go up to the front. They take pictures with their iPads, doing different poses, and then they send them to themselves. So what we did, one of the assignments was we they had to cut out around themselves, and then we created a collage of just we put a different background on there and created a collage. It looks like a bunch of random Polaroids um, that make up the picture, and then they had to put their name on there. And so theirs is going to look similar to that, except for it's going to be them instead of me. And then game design. This is the unit that we're currently in. In this unit, the students learn how to create games. It's a programming unit, and so they learn basic programming skills. And it's fun because they do get to play a game. And so I've got a video here where that shows one of the students playing the game that he created. Um, so I'll go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see, might be able to see it easier. And this is called Cave Crawler, and that quality is not very good when I do that. I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out. But you can see he's going up and down, and he has different things that will appear that he has to shoot. He gets so many lives, and if they hit him, then he dies, and once his lives run out, he has to go on to the next level, or he goes to the home screen, has to try to restart. So it's fun for them. They really enjoy it, and I teach them the basics, and then there's certain additions that they are required to make for a grade. But I always encourage them to do more, to make more levels, to make it as fun as they possibly can and as challenging as they possibly can. Um, and so then also on this, you'll see that over here I've linked some of the important dates that they'll need to know. For instance, April 30th, which would be tomorrow, is when the cave game is due. They've got to have all their final additions made. And May 5th is when their original game idea is due. What they're going to do is they've got to create their own game starting from scratch without any help from me. They have to come up with their idea first, and then I will put them in groups and they can collaborate. A group of two, they get a partner and they can collaborate with that partner, and then the two of them will be making the game together. So that way they have two brains, and they can help each other out when they get stuck. So May 7th they'll begin working on that, and then we see the rest of the important dates there. Then I'll go over here to Intro to Business, which is another class I teach. Uh, Once again, you'll see the important dates over here on the right. Uh, Tomorrow they'll be starting their marketing projects. They'll have to create a marketing campaign for a product. I usually pick some products like iPhones, iPads, Snickers, Doritos, things like that. They might be able to have a little bit of fun with. Um, Senior trip is this weekend. We'll also return this weekend. Marketing projects are due next week. And we got finals, graduation, last day of school. Um, we've got a poster of one of my groups made for our money management unit, which we just recently finished. And then once again, at the bottom, I forgot to mention this on the other one, but the syllabus is located at the bottom of the page as an attachment. It's right there for them to download if they need to download that. And then I'll go to my last class, which is entrepreneurship, and this is the one where we run a business. And so what they do is you'll see it says students are responsible for designing, purchasing, marketing, and selling various school-related products. The business they manage is named the Bulldog Shop. The best way to get information on the Bulldog Shop is to check out their Facebook page. So if you click this link, it will take you to the Facebook page for the Bulldog Shop, and that's just where we kind of put some of our promotions, some of the different deals that we're having at the time. Down below here, just some of the products that we sell. This is one of the shirts that we sold from last year. Obviously, this is just the PDF of it. This is just the rendering of it on the computer. So that's the football shirt. That's the basketball shirt. This is the color changing cups. They're white and blue ink, and then they turn blue when you get cold water in them or a cold beverage of whatever sort. Seat cushions. This is a glitter tattoo, a paw print. Then this is a paw print necklace. Once again, the syllabus is located at the bottom, with once again some important dates. So my contact info I have here with a where they can get a hold of me, as well as a link to my homepage on Glena's website, um, as well, and then also just the Glena's website right there. Up above here, I have some discussions, and what I've created these discussions here. The first one that I created was for game design questions, and that would be for a place for any student that if they had any questions, they could post them there. And that would also allow for some collaboration amongst the students to, um, maybe get ideas from each other and to help each other out. Because I know that it sometimes is easier getting the instructions from somebody your own age and maybe ability level as opposed to a teacher. That it's sometimes difficult for teachers to get it into their to relay it to them in a way that they can understand it. So I have that on there for them to be able to do that, as well as this one is where they'll have to post the original game ideas. It's where they'd have to post their ideas for the original game. Um, Now on that one, they don't get to they can have the same type of game. We've learned three different types of games in the class, and so they'd have to. I guess let me just go back there to that. We've learned three different types of games in that class, so they can have the same type of game, but they can't have the same plot, the same settings, the same characters as someone else. So they can have the same type, but the gameplay needs to be different. Um, so if I go back to home, I come back to here, and you'll see that uh, I'm now I've clicked to my class's contact info. Uh, I'll just come here to my YouTube channel on that one, just show it works. These are the different videos I've made. For instance, I mentioned this one earlier. This is the internet safety one. This is one that we made using during an in-service, during a professional development of internet safety. And I guess I can show a little bit of that. I'm almost out of time, but I'll just show this one and then probably call it quits. And that is the video that we made during a professional development. That's one that I show my uh, computer class, my computer applications class, before we do our internet safety with Microsoft Word and Pages. And so they always got a kick out of that. The other two teachers, or the two male teachers, and that they don't enjoy it so much when I show that. But anyway, that's my wiki. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or anything, I guess let me know. Thank you. Bye.